and I was worried it might not run smoothly, but in actual use, it really is playable. Of course, since it's a small screen, the buttons are cramped. If you want to enjoy gaming, I recommend using a bigger screen. Today I'm sharing a really interesting ultra-compact phone. The white version I have here looks absolutely stunning. It has this retro yet refined vibe that just makes you want to pick it up and play with it. Even the phone's packaging is thoughtfully designed, making unboxing it feel like a special occasion. Let's take out the device itself and take a closer look at it. The back uses an AG glass cover, which feels great in the hand and resists fingerprints. Plus, it's so light that it barely has any weight when you hold it. The frame is a bit thick, but that actually makes it feel more stable to hold. The phone's buttons are finished in silver, which complements the white body perfectly. Although the frame is made of plastic, the craftsmanship is very refined, which really surprised me. It feels truly exquisite in the hand, especially paired with a single rear camera. It looks simple and elegant. The front panel of the white model is also white, and besides Meizu, it seems only Blue Lake still does this in the industry. The front of the phone features a 4-inch LCD display with a resolution of 1168 by 540. Don't underestimate this screen. Its PPI reaches 321, so the overall visual experience is very crisp. It uses a MediaTek G-Byte processor. Initially, I worried it might lag, but in use, it runs smoothly for everyday tasks. Antutu benchmark scores around 250,000. Plus, it runs Android 15, with no bloatware or ads, and no unnecessary features, so the overall experience is smooth and clean. I was also worried before about whether such a small screen would lead to accidental touches or be hard to use. Next, let's actually test out a few usage scenarios. First up is scrolling through short videos. You can see the swiping is very smooth, and the display on screen is clear. I found this phone is great for reading ebooks. Even when you increase the font size, it's still very clear. So whether you're sneaking and reading at work or killing time, this is the ultimate tool. You can still play large online games on it. This eFootball mobile game is a pretty big one, several gigabytes, and I was worried it might not run smoothly, but in actual use, it really is playable. Of course, since it's a small screen, the buttons are cramped. If you want to enjoy gaming, I recommend using a bigger screen. As for battery life, it comes with a decent battery for such a small phone. The capacity is good, and with normal use, charging it once a day is no problem. There's another thing about this phone that surprised me. It has an infrared sensor on the top. Just download any universal remote control app, and you can use it as a remote for things like your TV or air conditioner. It's practical. For niche phones like this, it's usually hard to find accessories, but the manufacturer thought of that. The phone comes with a soft screen protector pre-installed, includes a tempered glass protector, and the phone case fits perfectly, making it reassuring to use. The design and feel of this Blue Lake NX1 are really good, especially the white version. I honestly love it. The phone is well built, with all sensors and plentiful accessories. The 8 Plus 128GB version is just 799 yuan, not expensive. It's interesting as a backup or for fun. Nowadays, smartphones are becoming more and more alike, so I really hope more manufacturers like Blue Lake can come up with products that stand out from the crowd.